We still speak all things gospel music as Joyous Celebration, Benjamin Dube, Ntokozo Mbambo, Hlengiwe Mhlaba, Lebo Sekgobela, Winnie Mashaba, Tumi and Dumi Mkokstad will be some of the gospel superstars that will headline the inaugural Replenishment Concert. Now, the concert, which takes place at Supersport Park in Centurion on the 22nd of October, is a brainchild of media personality Tbo Touch. The Metro FM DJ joins us now via Zoom to tell us more about the star-studded concert. Tbo Touch, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
A very good morning to you, and thank you for having me on Morning Live. I wanted to come in studio.
Yeah, I know, right? It would have been great, but we'll make do with the situation. Thank you so much for taking your time to join us this morning, Tbo Touch. So first of all, when did the idea of gathering all the country's biggest gospel stars under one roof come about? I see that there's also the replenishment sessions on your show every Monday, hey?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for listening. Wow. So that came exactly from the show.
Right.
People were saying, listen, what we're doing needs to be somehow hosted in a location, and we couldn't put any, I think the best time was, let's go on air first. Let everybody be acquainted with these amazing names, amazing personalities. And now before we end the year, we just want to say, Lord, it's been a great year. It started off tough with the industry, the loss of Ricky Rick, the loss of DJ Dimples, Deborah Fraser. How, there couldn't be a better way to end 2022 without saying, Lord, we are grateful, we are alive. Help us into 2023.
Yeah. Now, take us through the process of curating this concert, and what was the thought process of, behind choosing these particular artists?
These are friends of the show. These are people who've been on air.
Yes.
We've hosted on numerous occasions. We've had them coming on and just performing live in studio. From those live performances, those little segments of performances, 2-3 minutes, we're like, hey, why don't we just do a concert? Put everybody on one stage. And it was impossible to put it together. Then I had to call the doctor, Lindelani Mkhize, to say, listen, man, how do we put 23 people in such a limited space of time? He says, let's do a gospel festival. And the rest is history. It's happening within a few days.
And what has been the response, though, from the music lovers since ticket sales opened in August?
It's been incredible. Thank you for everybody who has supported this initiative and still supporting. Tickets are still available. Tickets are available at Ticket Pro. You can go to Ticket Pro this morning and literally just secure your tickets, because it's going to be a sold-out experience. So you don't want to miss out.
Now, take us through the lineup of who will headline the concert. Who are these?
Now, here's the thing. Joyous Celebration never collabos with artists. When they do their concert, they fill up the stadium on their, by themselves. Yeah. So this lineup is a star-studded lineup. We have Joyous Celebration, we have Ntokozo Mbambo, we have Ayanda Ntanzi, Tina Zungu. But more than anything, we brought everybody from across the country. We went as far as Limpopo and said, Winnie Mashaba. Winnie Mashaba come on stage. We went as far as saying, wait a second, Northwest. Every province, we had to find somebody. Tbo Touch, representing 3 states. We went throughout the country, Eastern Cape, Nabegas and Somi. These are artists from all over, Vendata, Kindo. So I'm excited. There's representation of South Africa, and each ethnic group is well represented at this concert.
And I know that gospel music, is such a huge hit in South Africa. And why do you think South Africans need a concert of this nature? I mean, a worship concert now more than ever.
If you look at the attacks we've dealt with, they're not physical. We've dealt with spiritual attacks in our lives. We don't even know what the impact of COVID has. We see it by how we exist in our social matrix, but we still haven't acquiesced the exact impact it has had in our life. We're seeing it with the spiritual drought, how we relate with families, how we relate with the ones that are in our working environment. So by putting this event together is responding aggressively to whatever that the locusts have stolen. We're saying the Lord will repair 7 times. So we're not going to the replenishment concert to be amazing and fancy. People are going to be crying. Ladies are going to cry. I put a video on Instagram. I said, put your sneakers on, wear those comfortable shoes, because I want people to be comfortable and just weep before the Lord. Come before as you are and expect nothing but a drastic change in your life. Nobody's going to be out there judging who's wearing what, how we looking. We are all going humbling ourselves before the eyes of the Lord and saying, Lord, deal with us, transform us, prepare us for a better 2023.
And why is Supersport Park the perfect venue for the inaugural Replenishment Concert?
Do you know that Centurion is the epicenter of Gauteng,
Oh,
from
yes.
Hammanskraal all the way to CDB?
Oh, yes.
We had to say, we don't want no excuse, because if you take it to Orlando, people are going to say it's a Soweto event. If you take it to CDB, it's the Val event. So which place can we put people together and say we have to go to the capital? The city of Tshwane has been amazing. So if you look at Centurion, you can come from Mpumalanga, Northwest, you can come from the South, from the North. We want everybody to be there present. And I want to thank the partnership we have with the Gautrain, because all ticket holders will be commuted for free into the event itself. There won't be any congestion, any issues of logistics. So we want this to flow easy. We want to do God's work with flair. Everything has to be seamless.
And speaking of seamless, I know that, getting 23 gospel artists all under one roof is bound to fill up the entire Supersport Park stadium. So then there's the issue of security and the logistics. What have you done, or how far have you gone in terms of making sure that security will be strengthened?
I'm glad you brought that up, because we had to observe the experience of past events and how people have been able to be maneuvered from one place to the other.
Yeah.
One of the big issues we have in this country is counterfeit tickets. People always try their luck. There are those people who always say, well, I'm going to be out there scamming. And it's really, it's inevitable. There are mechanics in place to deal with it. One of the best company in the country whom I've worked with for years and years, and I've also seen them intercept a lot of chance takers at these events, called AA2 Security. We've deployed Fidelity Guard. I cannot give out too much details, but there are 3 companies working at this event, and each are monitoring the other, because I can maybe somehow collude with one of the companies, or I probably might have contacts with the other. So we have scanners from the first gate, we have scanners at the second gate, and then there's the last gate that checks your wristbands and your lanyards. So we hope the measures we've put in place are pretty much sophisticated to deal with any kind of thuggery anyone intends on putting together for this event. But guys, don't try your luck. You're going to be humiliated. Whoever it is that's watching the show, I think it's only fair to say technology has advanced to a point where QR codes, some kind of systems that can be put in place to deal with patrons to experience a great show, and those who take chances to be humiliated.
Yeah. Is this a pilot project, Tbo Touch? I mean, are you testing the waters, or is the replenishment concert stamping its authority as the next best thing to happen to gospel music? Is it going to be an annual event?
This is going to be an annual event, and I appreciate the series of questions you throw in, because people don't understand. I didn't go back in the Metro FM space to drop the hottest song in the club. I didn't go back to radio to be the it guy. No. I'm a vessel. And this is not about Tbo Touch. I literally looked at where do we get it wrong. And people always portray the idea of fellowship for Christians. This is a spiritual experience. It's a lifestyle experience. Children are allowed. I want everybody to come through, all denominations. This is what South Africans and the rest of the continent need. We got friends all the way from Malaysia that are coming. I have a ministry in Buffalo that's visiting us, Greater Emmanuel Temple, Buffalo, New York. They are flying into. So by far, we had to have partnerships with the strategic people like tourism to say we are flooding people from outside to experience how we fellowship. So yes, it's an annual event. I look forward to everybody witnessing what's going to happen this year. And I will be announcing our international artists for 2023. So 2023, we could be taking it to FNB Stadium. Why not?
Oh yes, there we go. So says the vessel.
Thank you.
Just share with us the tickets details, Tbo.
We got 4 tiers of tickets from Golden Circle. You can access any area from the grandstand to Golden Circle. We got VIP. We also have general standing. We got the Silver Circle, and then we got the VIP and VVIP. So if you have a VIP ticket, you can go anywhere in the field. If you have a Golden Circle, you can go to the Silver Circle. There are 2 villages within the stadium that enables people to be ushered for prayer rooms. We're going to have counseling happening live. 200 ushers are out there to ensure that everybody with any need you are catered to. So make sure you get yourself, even if it's a general ticket, it's 500 rand, but for churches that purchase tickets, you get a 20% discount. So you can afford this experience. For 23 artists, Come on, we're doing justice. You get to see one of these artists like Joyous Celebration at the same price. So we made sure that anybody who wants to be here can afford. Come through. General starts at $500, up to VIP tickets, whatever you can afford. This is literally put together for you. The experience is to give us a different show. When we go and say we're going to a gospel show, we don't go to be bored and listen to word after word. No, I want you to feel like you were at a Global Citizen concert. I want you to feel like you were at a Jay-Z and Beyonce show, except your spirit got replenished. The catering, everything, VIP toilets, all these kinds of experiences. I will never put my name to mediocre. I'll not do it. It doesn't resonate with the Touch brand. It doesn't resonate with God's people. So we want you to look at what you buying or what you put your money on and say, did it match the experience? And more than anything, it's about that one soul that went there broken and came back home replenished. That's why we do what we do.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Lovely chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
I hope to see you at the show.
Oh, definitely. Is that even a question?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You know, I'll deliver your tickets. I'll deliver your ticket to my brother, you're my neighbor. So I'll make sure that your tickets are delivered.
No magajan. All right, see you there. Thank you so much for joining us, Tbo Touch.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Tbo Touch is the organizer of the star-studded Inaugural Replenishment Concert taking place on the 22nd of October. That's next weekend at Supersport Park in Centurion. It features gospel stars such as Joyous Celebration, Benjamin Dube, Ntokozo Mbambo, Hlengiwe Mhlaba, Lebo Sekgobela, etc., etc. This is an absolute must-see and definite value for money.